Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, I've got a story for you that's honestly going to make you rethink ever moving into a cheap apartment. I stumbled across this one on Reddit, and it's about a guy who thought he found the perfect place to live. But he ended up getting way more than he bargained for. This one's seriously creepy, so grab a blanket, dim the lights, and let's dive in. So this happened a few years ago. The guy, let's call him Jake. Srenya had just moved to a new city for work. You know how it goes. New job, new place, trying to figure things out. He found this apartment online that seemed too good to be true. It was way cheaper than anything else in the area, but it looked fine in the photos. Why not? He thought. When he moved in, the place was pretty decent. It was old, sure, creaky floors, dated wallpaper, but it had this quirky charm to it. Plus, the walls were thick enough that he couldn't hear his neighbors, which he considered a bonus. At first, everything seemed normal, but then small, weird things started happening. Jake would come home and find little things out of place. His keys wouldn't be where he swore he left them, or his jacket would be hanging on the wrong hook. He brushed it off as just forgetting stuff. You know how it is. Moving can be stressful, and your brain's all over the place. But then, one night, things got stranger. It was late, around midnight, and Jake was scrolling on his phone in bed. The apartment was quiet, and he was just starting to drift off when he heard it. This faint, almost rhythmic whispering. At first he thought it was his imagination. You know when you're half asleep and your brain plays tricks on you? But it wasn't his imagination. The whispering was real. It was so soft, like a voice carrying through the walls. He sat up, trying to figure out where it was coming from. His first thought was that it must be his neighbors, but the sound wasn't coming from the shared wall. It was coming from just outside his bedroom door. Now, Jake wasn't the kind of guy to scare easily, but this froze him. He sat there listening, his heart racing. The whispering didn't sound like anything he could make out, just this low, eerie murmur that seemed to rise and fall. After a few minutes, it stopped. The next morning, Jake tried to shake it off. He told himself it was just the pipes, or maybe the wind. Old apartments make weird noises, right? But the thing is, it happened again. That night, he was lying in bed trying to ignore how quiet the apartment was when the whispering came back. Only this time it wasn't faint, it was louder, closer, and it wasn't coming from outside his room anymore. It was coming from inside. Jake swears he felt it. Someone standing right next to his bed, whispering so softly it made his skin crawl. He bolted upright, grabbed his phone, and turned on the flashlight. But there was no one there. He checked every corner of the apartment, but nothing. No one. That was the night Jake realized something was very, very wrong. But it didn't stop there. Over the next few nights, the whispering became a constant. And then, one night, Jake saw something that made him question his sanity. To be continued. Alright guys, we're gonna leave it there for now, but trust me, the story's just getting started. What do you think's going on? Is Jake imagining things? Or is there something more sinister happening in that apartment? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss part 2. Thanks for watching. and stay safe out there.